Next up, we have BSW. So looking at this, super bearish, way below this moving average, lower lows, lower highs. Can barely even call them highs, to be honest. So yeah, this is getting destroyed as well. It's down to 6.5 cents, and I don't really see it recovering. Your next, let's just look at these higher time frames, see if there's anything here that tells us anything. No, it's just been straight down. Once upon a time was $1.30, is now 6 cents. So this looks like it's going to zero, to be honest. Last week super bearish, this week starting off bearish. I would look at continuing to short this. So obviously we'd want some sort of pullback. There's a nice area here. So obviously if price came back up to about 8 cents on the dot, I would look for a short position, and then I would just target whatever the current low is for price. So like as of right now, it would be around 6.5 cents or 6.4 cents, something like this. But always wait for some sort of pull up. I wouldn't short this now because there's a chance that price does start coming up. I mean, odds are like that's not odds are you'd still be good shorting this at any time, because I think it is still very bearish. But again, this can only go 6.5 cents down. So like this is where your kind of your risk to reward gets really bad, because I mean at one point this was $1.30, and then there was quite a ways for it to go. But now like you're risking so much essentially, and the most this could actually go down is 6.5 cents. Like that's just fact. So if you're able to short this, and the most you're gonna get is 6 cents per, right? And that's if it went to zero. So, and odds are this won't go right to zero. It might come close. It might become really flat and stagnant at like 5 cents. So, I mean, but I would still consider a short position at 8 cents here if price came back up here, something like this, and then rejected this area. You could probably tighten this up actually to about here. Maybe just right here. Probably this little lower area here. Probably where I would shoot for, something like this. If price rejected this area, then yeah, you could look for a short position back down to 6.5 cents kind of thing down here. Would be pretty good, but you get a good risk to reward. But again, this can only go down 6. Even if you sold now, it can only go down 6 cents. Like that's it's not a lot. So even if you had a lot of coins to sell, the chances of it going down to zero, like it'll go in that direction, but for it to actually hit zero, it's difficult. Plus, like this could just go flat. People just stop buying it, they stop selling it, it just goes flat, and then you're kind of just stuck in it as well. So you don't really want to buy this. I mean, I would say definitely do not buy this, but and then even like as it comes to selling it, I mean, I would be a little hesitant to sell it as well. So yeah, not that exciting BSW, but that is my take on it. Yeah, I'm interested. I'll keep this on my radar and just see what it gets down to, because I mean, there's also a chance that like, and I hate to say this, but there's true, like as it becomes cheaper and cheaper and more affordable, and the market cap gets smaller and smaller, the less amount of money it takes for this to go up. So what I mean by that is if a bunch of liquidity comes into this market and this gets bought up at all, I mean, it'll go up really quickly too, kind of like what it did before. It was already at $1.30. So like think about how much, at only 6 cents a coin, you can buy a lot of coins, right? So I don't know what the market cap is on this. I just know from a value standpoint, it doesn't take the lower price goes on an asset, the less money it takes to raise the price. So that kind of something to keep in mind. So I mean, if you did get a bunch of bullish momentum in this all of a sudden, and if it does break some zones here and starts making higher highs, and you can just tell there's a lot of volume in the market, then I mean you can jump in on this and double your money pretty quick. But that's not really the best trading philosophy. I said that earlier. The best way is to get rich consistently by just learning good technical skills and being consistent and taking good trades. Which trying to double your money per trade is not good trading. But yeah, that's BSW.